of the best opportunities come to us in life when we least expect them. If we're ready with clarity and awareness, we can grab those opportunities and head towards success. Are you ready for an experience of a lifetime? Yes. I need no prior experience. All I need is that you be willing and give it your 100%. Are we ready? Yes. Fantastic. We're going to play a song, and before I play that first song, I want you to think about what bothers you in your life. Think about a situation that makes you want to scream and shout. Close your eyes, bring up those emotions, bring it to the field of expression, and then we'll release it through dance. Open your eyes, let those emotions come up. Now, the movements that we're going to use for the first song are going to be stomping, marching, clapping, and punching movements. I want you to use these movements to release any and all negative emotions. Okay, so are we ready? Yes. Let's do this. Let's stand up, all of us. Let's take a deep breath in and give it your 100%. Another deep breath in and breathe out, and let's dance.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you.
And relax. Don't sit down, stand up, close your eyes. Feel all the negative emotions leaving your body as you exhale. Relax your whole body and feel free from any negativity. You'll open your eyes now and we're ready for the next song. For this, I'm going to ask you to become a wave in the ocean. You can decide to be a tall wave, a swirly wave, a crashing wave, or just ripples on the ocean of the surface. Imbibe all the qualities of a wave. So here we go. Let's dance. And relax. Relax, take a deep breath in and breathe out. And let's have a seat. Relax. I can see smiles widening, and the whole first row is glowing. Everybody's glowing. So please show me by raising your hands. How many of you felt or are feeling more relaxed right now? Fantastic. Please show me by raising your hands again. How many of you felt less or no thoughts during this quick dance therapy session? Excellent. So imagine if 1.5 minutes could free you from unwanted thoughts, how powerful would you be if you did this for 10 minutes every day? The possibilities are limitless. If you were 100% with me while I was guiding you, you would have had very few thoughts. More importantly, you would have had very few negative or limiting thoughts. This is what prevents us from going ahead in our lives, doing well at work, our relationships suffer if we don't, and we're afraid to take new risks. So why is it so important to dance? Because it brings us to the present moment. And this is where creativity is unleashed. It is here that we can tap into this inner reservoir of potential and talent. My journey in dance therapy began when I heard the horrific news that my childhood friend had passed away in the World Trade Center tragedy in New York City. I was engulfed by clouds of depression and felt complete loneliness and emptiness. It was at that time I had 1 hour to get to my first corporate training session ever. And it was for a very big company. I couldn't move. My pulse was racing, my emotions were all over the place, and I was scattered. I crouched down to the floor, crying with tears rolling down my face incessantly, wondering how I would smile and make it for my session, and how would I be able to deliver that speech. It was at that moment the words of my mentor, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, echoed in my mind. He says, when you're low and depressed, go put a smile on someone's face. When you do this, you will create a revolution inside of you. I mustered up the courage somehow, and I went to my neighbor's door, and I requested her, can I take a 5-minute session for you, a dance session? She agreed happily, and we started dancing. Within minutes of dancing, I felt my body becoming more present. I felt my emotions and mind settling down. And as I was more present, my body got energized. I also saw her smiling and swaying to the music, and that gave me a lot of confidence and inspired me to continue. I quickly went to my session, delivered my speech, and much to my delight, it was received so well. It was a standing ovation, and people really appreciated my talk. It happened because I was calm, collected, and focused after the dance therapy session. Dance has the power to transform our inner chemistry and emotions. We are more than 70% water, and we know that water molecules get charged to the sounds that we hear. They take shape to those sounds. So when we're listening to elevating music, we feel uplifted, pain leaves our body, and we're able to perform the task at hand. So I was able to perform. My life changed that day. Everything changed that day. I was transformed. Dance is an amazing expression. So how is it different from exercise? Dance is so different from exercise because it's creative, instantaneous, and more fun than just burning calories to exercise. It's creative, it tells stories, it breaks barriers, it invokes imagery. Dance breaks isolation and brings people together. Dance is first and foremost a mentally stimulating activity that connects the body to the mind. It strengthens the mind. It strengthens the cognition function, the motor function, makes us feel more alive. Why is it that our brain loves it? It just loves it when we dance, because dance is thrilling. It's the thrill of anticipating movements, and movements to new rhythms and beats is very exciting. Dance is also deeply connected to happiness, and it's therapeutic and meditative. We feel happy and we feel like dancing. If you've noticed 2-year-old babies, they go into those spontaneous jigs when they're feeling happy. Happiness also comes from a place of feeling freedom and security. And when we feel secure, our brain's defense mechanism can take a break. It can relax. And staying present helps us to perform really well. No matter what your age or gender, 1 in 3 of us will experience a traumatic event at some point in our lives. Depression affects 350 million people worldwide, impacting their work, health, relationships, and overall wellness. Depression also affects 20% of all adolescents by the time they're adults. Research done by the Arts and Psychotherapy Department tells us that even 1 lively dance therapy session has been proven to reduce depression in comparison to vigorous exercise or just listening to music. When we consciously connect the mind to the body, we can be more resilient, we can increase the healing, and we can increase the happiness quotient. Our mind gets a break. And when we get this beautiful pause allows us to see our life and situations from a fresh perspective. It is here that we can let go of our biases, preconceived notions, all which prevent us from going ahead in life. This is why dance is so important. We all have at some point locked ourselves in the room and danced away, haven't we? When we were angry, upset, or depressed, we just shut the door, blasted the music, and danced. Yes, it made us feel lighter for some time, but within no time, we bounced back into that negative thinking. What is the difference with dance? It brings us into the moment, and when we dance consciously to a guided dance therapy session, we can temporarily disconnect the identities that we play, the roles that we play, and the responsibilities that come attached to it, the stresses that come attached to it. We can be free in the present moment of anxiety, doubt, and worry. This is what dance therapy does for us. I believe the recipe that is transforming so many lives has 3 key ingredients: dance therapy, which is dancing with awareness, wellness coaching, and meditation. When we have creative movements along with wellness coaching, we can create new neural connections and release the old limiting ones. Meditation leads us to an alternate state of consciousness, brings us to the present moment where we can be clear, calm, and focused. I've had the great opportunity with working with cancer patients, young cancer patients, and I can tell you that within a few sessions, their self-image started improving dramatically. Clinical research shows us that when we use dance movement therapy with cancer patients, it helps to build and restore their self-image, also helps them to accept the changes that their bodies are going through during treatment. Emotions were transforming, lives were transforming. When we added the element of partners, it included touch and connection, and this made people feel very safe. Feeling safe and secure is an intrinsic human need, and dance therapy can do that when we do it in a group fashion. I had a very intimate moment that occurred in my life. That is when I had an odd number of participants in one of my sessions. Much to my surprise, my daughter came to that session in spite of being upset with me. We had complained that we were not seeing eye to eye, we had opposing views, and that made it hard to get along. So in that session, she didn't make any eye contact with me at first. But once the music played and there was a safe space for expression, she started dancing without inhibition. As she started swaying to the music and relaxing more, she let go of all her grievances, and there was one moment where we looked at each other and she broke into laughter. We held hands and we danced. We just enjoyed ourselves without any words getting in the way. Imagine that. There was love in the air, it was felt, and it healed us. You don't have to be a trained dancer to be fit, present, energized, or empowered. You just need the next 5 following easy steps to get started. The first one is identify what negative emotions might be bothering you and release them through dance with awareness. Number 2, warm up, stretch your body, be present, and use light, elevating music for that. 3, dance without inhibition, like nobody's watching you, and dance to music that you love. 4, cool down to meditative, soothing music, and consciously bring your attention from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. 5, dance daily. Every day, a few minutes. Just dance, adding new movements and themes. This will keep it fresh and alive. We all have this powerful tool of dance with us. It's a resource that's natural and it's free. So now it's up to us to dance, energize, and empower ourselves. Thank you.